What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good? Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Y'all already know who it is. This is Yo Gig, man. Y'all know it's another episode of Reading with the Black Mr. Rogers. You know, and the book we choose to read until we finish it. It's the so-called Holy Bible. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's your history book, but we ain't gonna get into that. Thank God every day you wake me up, get out here to even do what I do, even if it ain't much. Thank God for waking us up, waking me up. Thank God for life. Um, as y'all see today, what the topic is, Esau hate Jacob. We on chapter 27. We're gonna read all the way to chapter 30. Um, we're gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Before we get into anything, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all share the channel. Y'all, hey, we trying to get 1K subscribers over here, man. So y'all help out, man. Y'all help the channel keep growing, man. Different stuff coming up. I'm having different ideas of what to do on this channel, but this is always going to be a part of our morning. You know what I'm saying? So if you need this in the morning, y'all make sure y'all come through. You know what I'm saying? And listening to the reading. But like I said, today we on chapter 27. We're gonna go from this Esau, God appears to Isaac, and all that good stuff. So that's where we at today, and that's where we're gonna start off at. I don't do it every day now. I just try to do it every other day. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's the read. So, damn, my bad. I thought I had binoculars in here, but it don't. In the kitchen, don't feel like going back that far. But anyway, we ain't gonna keep it too long, and we're gonna go ahead and start chapter 27. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold, now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take a prey, be thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau, thy brother, saying, Bring me venison and make me savory meat, and I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now before my son obey my voice, according to that which I command thee, go now to the flock and fetch me from this 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, and such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, Behold, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, Upon me be the curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were her with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob, her younger son. And he said, put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, my father said, he said, here am I, who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou baddest me, baddest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may be blessed, may, may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because the Lord thy God brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be very whether 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 thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau hands. So he blessed him. And he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God gave thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord, be Lord over the brethren, and let their mother's sons bow down to thee. Curse be very every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that bless thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing of Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me go get this tissue. Go ahead, go on the table. Ugh. Whew. That was crazy. Damn nose. But yeah. Y'all see so far where we at. Let me see where I left off. All right, we're gonna go back because I had to go get the what's called. And he also had 31. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son venison, that thy soul may be blessed, may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am the son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, who war is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me, and I have eaten of all before thou comest, and he have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplement, supplement, supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Haste, thou not reserved a blessing for me? And answered, and Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for service. And when corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Haste thou but one blessing, my father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the domain, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing where his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth confront himself for purposely proposing to kill thee. And therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise. Flee thou to Laban, my brother, to Haran, and tarry with him a few days until thy brother spirit turn away. Until thy brother anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heath. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heath, should as these went, which are of the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me? Chapter 28, we on. Like I say, shit. Chapter 28. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Pedarium, to the house of Bethel, thy, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother. And God Almighty bless thee and make thee fruitful and multiply thee, and that thou mightest be a multitude of people, and give thee the blessing of Abraham to thee and to thy seed with thee, that thou mightest inherit the land wherein thou art a stranger, which God gave unto Abraham. And Isaac sent away Jacob, and he went to Pedarium unto Laban, son of Bethel, the Syrian, the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's and Esau's mother. When Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Pedarium to take him a wife from thence, and that as he blessed him, he gave him a charge, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. And that Jacob obeyed his father and his mother, and was gone to Pedarium. And Esau, seeing that the daughters of Canaan pleased not Isaac his father, then went Esau unto Ishmael, and took unto the wives which he had Mahalat, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebajoth, to be his wife. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. He he lightened upon a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place and put them for his pillars, and lay down in the place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven, and behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. Sorry. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places, whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land. For I will not leave thee, and until I have done that which I have spoken of thee of. And Jacob awakened out of the sleep, and he said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place! This is none other but the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. And Jacob arose up early in the morning, and took the stone that he had put for his pillars, and set it up on for a pillar, and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of that place Bethel. But the name of the city was called Luz at the first. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat, and raiment to put on, so that I come again my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God. And this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the tenth unto thee. Please on 29. Then Jacob, chapter 29. Then Jacob went on his journey, and came into the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep laying by it. For out of that will thy water the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And either were all the flocks gathered, and thy rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in its place. And Jacob said unto them, my brethren, which be ye? And I said, of Haran are we. And he said unto them, know ye Laban, the son of Nara? And I said, we know him. And he said unto them, is he well? And I said, he is well. And behold, Rachel, his daughter, cometh with the sheep. And he said, lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered to get. I mean, should be gathered together. Water ye thy sheep, and go and feed them. And I said, we cannot until all the flocks be gathered together, until they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep. And while he yet speaks back with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, where she kept them. And it came to pass, when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came to pass when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said unto him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him with space of a month. And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother's shoulders, thou therefore serve me for naught. Tell me, what shall thy wages be? And Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve the 7 years with Rachel, thy younger daughter. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and thy seemed unto him but a few days for thy love he had to her. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him. And he said he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for a handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore thy hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week. And he gave him Rachel his daughter to the wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bella, his handmaid, to be her maid. And he went into his unto he went into and also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben. For she said, surely the Lord hath looked upon my affliction. Now, therefore, my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she said, because the Lord hath heard that I was hated, he hath therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Levi. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she said, now will I praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left barren. All right, all right, all right. In the head, what's going on? Y'all rocking with the read so far? Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all feel about it in the comments below. Chapter 30. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, Am I in God's six feet? Am I in God's stead who halt withheld from thee the fruit of the womb? And she said, Behold, my maid Bella, go into her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. And she gave him Bella, her handmaid, to wife. And Jacob went in unto her. And Bella conceived and bare Jacob a son. And Rachel said, God hath judged me, and have also heard my voice, and have given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan. And Bella, Rachel's maid, conceived again and bare Jacob a second son. And Rachel said, With great wrestling have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. When Leah saw that she had left bearing, she took Zilpah, her maid, and gave her to Jacob to wife. And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a son. And Leah said, A troop cometh, and she called his name Gad. And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a second son. And Leah said, Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Asher. And Reuben went into the days into went in the days of what wheat harvesting, and found mandrakes in the field, and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, thy son's mandrakes. And she said unto her, Is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband, and wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rachel said, Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him, and said, Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. And God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob with the fifth son. And Leah said, God hath given me my hair higher, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar. Issachar. And Leah conceived again and bare Jacob the sixth son. And Leah said, God, halt and do me with a good dowry now, will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him six sons. And she called his name Zebulun. And afterwards she bare a daughter, and called her name Dana. And God remembered Rachel, and God hearkened to her, and opened her womb. And she conceived and bare a son. And she said, God hath taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add to me another son. And it came to pass, when Rachel had born Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, Send me away, that I may go unto my own place, and to my country. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go, for thou knowest my service which I have done thee. And Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry, for I have learned my experience that the Lord hath blessed me for thy sake. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. And he said unto him, Thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. For it was little which thou hadst before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude, and the Lord hath blessed thee since my coming. And now when shall I provide for my own house also? And he said, What shall I give thee? And Jacob said, Thou shalt not give me anything. If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock. I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from this all the speckled and the spotted cattle, and all the brown and cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire. So shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come when it shall come for my hire before the face. Everyone that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and brown among the sheep, and shall be counted stolen with me. And Laban said, Behold, I would it might be according to thy word. And he removed that day the he goats that were ring stricted and spotted, and all the she goats that were speckled and spotted, and every one that had some white in it, and all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hand of his sons. And he set 3 days' journey betwisted himself and Jacob's, and Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flocks. And Jacob took him rods of green poplar and of the hazel and chestnut tree, and piled white stripes, stripes, right, white stripes in them, and made the white appear which was and the rods, and set the rods which he had piled before the flock, and the gutters, and the watering troughs when the flocks came to drink, that they should conceive when they came to drink. And the flocks conceived before the rods, and brought forth cattle ring streaked, speckled, and spotted. And Jacob did separate the lambs, and set the faces of the flocks toward the ring stricken, and all the brown in the flock of the Laban. And he put his own flocks by themselves, and put them not unto Laban's cattle. And it came to pass whensoever the stronger cattle did conceive, that Jacob laid the rods before the eyes of the cattle and the gutters, and they might conceive among the rods. But when the cattle were feeble, he put them not in. So the feebler were Laban's, and the strongest was Jacob. And the man increased exceedingly, and had much cattle, and maid servants, and men servants, and camels, and asses. All right, y'all. Got the day out the way. God bless us, God. Thank God for allowing us to be able to read that, get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed reading with the Black Mr. Rogers. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I like that name. I like that name, the Black Mr. Rogers. Well, like I said, I hope everybody they continue on being blessed. Y'all have a blessed day, man, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Yeah, y'all already.